happens when a program designed to save the poorest families accidentally traps them in a cycle of debt, stigma, and dependency? It sounds like a dystopian movie plot, but it's the real-world reality of one of the largest social welfare experiments in Southeast Asia. Enter the Pantawid Pamilya Filipino program, or the 4Ps. On paper, it's a conditional cash transfer utopia. The government gives families money, and in return, kids stay in school and get regular health checkups. It's supposed to be a hand up, not a hand out. A bridge out of poverty. But behind the polished brochures and good intentions, a massive government audit revealed a staggering glitch. The real-world fallout is way messier than anyone advertised. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden contradictions of the 4Ps program. Because when compassion meets bureaucracy, the results will completely change how you think about social welfare.
First up is the targeting trap. The entire 4Ps model hinges on one critical rule. The money must go exclusively to the most destitute, vulnerable families. It's supposed to be a precision tool. But in 2021, the Commission on Audit dropped a bombshell. Their report found that a staggering 54.37% of beneficiaries in their sample weren't even on the official Department of Social Welfare and Development's master list. Wait, over half? Let that sink in. While the government pushed back, claiming name-matching exercises fixed it, the damage to public trust was done. Add to that nearly 16,000 duplicate entries found in the internal database, and you've got a system that's less of a precision filter and more of a leaky sieve. When resources are misallocated on this scale, the families who actually need the lifeline are left watching it float right past them.
Which brings us to the second contradiction, the misuse matrix. The cash is explicitly designated for health, nutrition, and education, but human behavior is rarely that predictable. Documented cases show funds being diverted into outright illegal activities. We're talking about beneficiaries in places like Laguna being delisted after drug-related arrests, or using the grants to fuel illegal gambling habits.
But the most pervasive issue? Pawning the actual 4Ps cash cards. Yes, you heard that right. Families are handing over their government-issued debit cards as collateral for immediate short-term loans. Think about the sheer desperation that requires. It's like selling the engine of your car just to buy gas for the week. The problem got so out of hand in the Caraga region that local governments had to pass actual municipal ordinances just to penalize the people holding the cards as collateral. The program's logic is to invest in the future. But when acute, immediate survival pressure hits, the future gets pawned for today.
That leads perfectly into the third and perhaps most profound contradiction, the dependency dilemma. Imagine you've been living hand to mouth. Every day is a stressful scramble for food, borrowing money, and skipping meals. Then, the 4Ps kicks in. The stress vanishes. The kids are in school. It's a massive humanitarian win. But here's the psychological trap. A phenomenological study of 4Ps families revealed a harsh truth. That predictable, reliable safety net can accidentally kill the drive for self-reliance. Why risk the uncertainty of a low-paying job or the stress of starting a small business when the government deposit is guaranteed? It's the ultimate golden handcuff. The program brilliantly rewards compliance, but compliance doesn't teach you how to generate your own income. Families become experts at navigating the 4Ps bureaucracy, but that skill doesn't translate to the open market. Without parallel, robust livelihood programs, the safety net becomes a permanent ceiling.
Now, to be fair, the program does strengthen family bonds, but that internal unity comes at a steep external cost. Welcome to the stigma spiral. Being labeled a 4Ps beneficiary is a visible marker of socioeconomic status. In tight-knit communities, this breeds resentment. Non-beneficiaries start to view the aid not as a lifeline for the needy, but as a reward for idleness.
And if you get delisted, whether for fraud, non-compliance, or moving up in the world, it's often a public spectacle. The shame of being removed reinforces negative stereotypes, turning a social policy into a source of deep psychological marginalization.
So let's bring it all together. The 4Ps program is a masterclass in good intentions meeting complex reality. Systemic targeting failures dilute its impact. Explicit misuse of funds fuels public cynicism. And the psychological trap of dependency, wrapped in social stigma, keeps families anchored to the very system meant to set them free. The solution isn't to abolish the safety net. It's to build a ladder attached to it. True compassion requires pairing immediate relief with real, actionable pathways to independence.
But I want to hear from you. If you were designing a poverty alleviation program, how would you prevent the golden handcuff effect without taking away the immediate relief families desperately need? Drop your best idea in the comments below. If this deep dive opened your eyes, make sure to subscribe to us at CSIG Express and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.